my lovely friends, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, hi, my name is Melissa, or Missa, welcome. Today's full face, as you can see, is NYX, or NYX, it's NYX, right? Everyone calls it NYX. NYX is just too much words. So today we are doing a full-ish face. I don't have a face powder from, is that the only thing I had to actually substitute in the end? A face powder. Maybe. It's pretty much a full face of NYX, and the only other thing I've added is this green eyeliner just to make my eyes a bit more interesting because I get bored of eyeshadow. So yeah, this is the look that we're going to do. Play with NYX. I've done 4 previous videos. I will link them down in the description box if you missed them. And yeah, let's just fire into it. Wait, I need to get a cat because there's been a cat in the intro of like all of these videos, but they're both like sleeping. Someone asked me where one of my cats was. They thought, I don't know if they thought I got rid of one. They're both here. They just like wake up at different times. My potato angel. He's just having a wee snoops. A wee snoops. Yeah, so if you want to fanny around with NYX and just do that, let's just get into it. I'm sorry, but my cats are the best thing on planet Earth. Okay? Look at him. Look at his face. He's an angel. I always sit here when I'm like gonna film and I'm like, Melissa, if you make your hair look nicer, the overall aesthetics will look nicer, but I just don't care and I hate my hair always, so deal with it. We are using my OG Swear By It NYX palette. I love this. I've never decluttered it and I've had it for a really long time. I don't know, it's very neutral for me, but I just love it. I love the quality. This is, I think, £35. I don't know who brands think they are these days. I really like this palette, and although the price is, I would say, quite steep, like very steep, if you think that that horrid Maybelline one that I used was priced at £30 on Boots, I know what one I'd buy. I've actually hit pan on this black eyeshadow, so it says something, it's really good black eyeshadow. I've always really liked it. I don't reach for this palette a whole amount just because it is quite pricey for a drugstore brand, but at the same time it's a very good quality palette. I'm just going to dip into this like grey down here. Yeah, I've had all of them. I've had like NYX Utopia, the Ultimate Utopia. I've had another like colourful one, but I never really reached for it. Through all my declutters, this has always stayed, and it's not just that I have a NYX palette to play with, because it's not really a brand that I go to for eyeshadow. It's just a really good eyeshadow palette, and I would definitely recommend it if you're into this colour story. I do think the quality of the shadows are really good. They're not ABH quality like the new Norvina, but they are very good quality. I was going to say for a drugstore brand there, but as we all know, NYX is very expensive, especially in the UK. I don't know if it's considered expensive like in America, obviously where it comes from, but to us in the UK, NYX is a really expensive, well, not a really expensive, but it is an expensive drugstore brand. With this green and then this green, just work up the greens basically. I still remember when NYX first came to the UK and all of us bought that single eyeshadow as a contour. I'll try and put a picture up on screen. I had that for a really long time, but it didn't work at all for my skin. I just wanted to have it because it was like a cult NYX product that all the American YouTubers used, you know, and it was just very exciting. But yeah, I remember when NYX came and it was just very exciting because most of the YouTubers I think that like us British people watched were like American YouTubers, and they always used and spoke about NYX because it was affordable and easy to get, and then we eventually got it and it was just the most exciting thing since sliced bread. And I really like the brand. There's a lot of products from NYX that I really love. The foundation that I'm going to use today is a firm favourite. I absolutely adore it and recommend it to so many people. I love their, is it the Lift and Snatch brow pen? Is excellent. It's only been kind of toppled now by the Shein one that I have, just because it is a lot cheaper. The NYX one's like a tenner, I think. So yeah, it's a really good brow pen though. You know, if NYX is your price range and you maybe don't want to shop on Shein, then the NYX one is a great alternative to like the ABH one. Sorry about my voice, it's still a wee bit crackly, I think. Yeah, I'm just throwing this on and then I'll go back and blend it, but like these shadows are excellent. They are very good quality and I do really like this. The Utopia palette's gorgeous as well. It's got a very special like shimmer shade in it. But I have tried palettes from NYX that I think are kind of pants, to be quite honest. I'm just going to go back and like blend all these. That was terrifying. You alright? In terms of how much they release, I spoke about this in my Makeup Revolution video and in my, was it, not Maybelline, Colourpop video that I've also done in this series. A lot of brands I feel just completely overproduce. I don't feel like NYX does. I don't think they release too much stuff all the time. I think at Christmas time they release a lot of crap. Those big Christmas gift sets that they do are usually rubbish. They've just, oh, it's so pigmented. They've just done that like Money Heist one. I saw it in store and it just doesn't look very good. And I feel like sometimes they do just churn out stuff for like Christmas time that isn't very good quality and it's not very well thought out. And I've had their advent calendars in the past and didn't think they were that excellent. But on the whole, I feel like NYX isn't an overproducer so much as other brands are anyway. It's a little bit different in the US. Maybe we just don't get everything here, but my impression of the brand is it doesn't overproduce to quite the same degree that other brands do. Also, in terms of price point, I do think NYX is really pricey, like £10 for an eyebrow pen. I think their foundations are around £15. You know, they are expensive, and a lot of the time I do think it is a little bit prohibitively expensive. Like you can go in with I just bit my tongue. You can go in with 20 quid and get, you know, quite a few things from, say, Makeup Academy, MUA, or, you know, Makeup Revolution, that kind of thing. NYX you can't really go in with 20 quid and you're probably coming out with 1 or 2 bits. But I would say the quality is better than that of Makeup Revolution and MUA as a whole. So whilst this palette is very expensive, I do think it is very good, and I would recommend it. If you love the colour and you're maybe looking for something like this, then definitely have a look at this palette. It's really lovely and I've always loved it and I probably won't ever get rid of it. It's a really good neutral go-to for me. If I am going to do neutrals, I'll quite often reach for this, or as you can see I'm getting quite like a grungy colour scheme out of it. You've got some nice like purples as well. You could do brown and purples. It's a really lovely, I think, well thought out palette. This is not blended to perfection. What I'm going to do is just spend a couple more seconds on this and then cut my crease just using my concealer, and I'm just going to do one thin line of another brand, which is my Shein. This is in Lime Love. I just thought it made it more interesting. It was really boring without it, I thought. And then we'll use some NYX glitter and some of the shimmer shades and just jazz this up a bit. I'm not sure what I'm doing on my under eye, which is why it's bare. You know what, that doesn't match too bad. And I've tried not to take my cut crease up really, really high. I wanted to keep it quite low. And I'm just going to use a wee shimmer just to set the concealer. Do you ever just think there's a mirror? Just to set the concealer in place, because I'm going to go over with a glitter anyway, because I have a NYX glitter that I don't use enough. I've got a couple like little pots of NYX glitters and I just adore them, but loose glitter can sometimes be a huge pain in the bum, can't it? So yeah, I don't use them that much, but obviously I'm going to use it today. Right, so the glitter, it is GLI07 or Ice. Shade Ice. It just looks clear, but it's kind of got a pinky green reflect to it, and that's why I thought it'd be really good for this look. And of course I'm going to use my NYX glitter glue. I love this stuff. It's really, really good. I do probably prefer my collection glitter glue, which is also cheaper on the whole to buy, but this is a really, really solid glitter glue. I think a lot of people over the years have sung its praises, and for good reason. It is very, very nice. And since I've got it, I'll just use it. And then just add a splodge of this glitter on top. It comes off, it's a very green reflecty, and it's a really finely milled glitter. It's very small, it's not chunky. It's just kind of giving a lovely hint of Spidurkles. And then I have a lot of NYX eyeliners. Again, I really like them. This is the Epic Wear liner stick in Pitch Black, and I'm just going to do a very thin line, not very big at all. It's a pencil liner. It's not something I usually line with, but I don't have a liquid liner from NYX. I don't think. I used to have them, and I really loved the liquid liners. I'll try and put the name up on screen, but something about the packaging, they always like bled in the packaging and got really messy. I actually just kind of cut this straight because, I don't know, I was getting a bit fed up, to be honest. Do you know what it was? I was filming and I knew I needed my lunch, but I wasn't getting my lunch. I was just like, I'm just gonna take my wipe up. I might just go throw my brow on and we'll come back and we'll start the base, obviously. Moving on to base, and this is where the video is going to be a little bit not full-ish face of NYX, because I don't have everything, but what I do have is like real hero products for me from the brand. Don't know why I'm being so handsy. First hero product is my NYX HIGHGLASS face primer. This is like a Natasha Denona, no. I would most liken it to my MAC Strobe Cream or my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's a really stunning, glowy primer. I think it's a really beautiful product, and I've very often worn this on its own. Mine's in the shade Moonbeam, and it works on my skin tone just like on its own for days where I just want to like look put together but not really wear a lot of makeup. But look at that glow. I don't know if you remember my video where I tested the NYX foundation and absolutely hated it. I want to like go back and revisit that. I'm actually really embarrassed about how bad my skin looks in these close-ups, like to the point of I'm like, really don't want to upload this video. But the foundation I'm about to use is one of the best products from NYX in the world, and actually just a beautiful foundation standing alone. I would think it was high-end if I didn't know it wasn't. Let me get a makeup towel from Hans. I just adore that so much. That with a wee bit of concealer on, bish bash bosh. So the foundation is Born to Glow. You're not going to be shocked. My shade is light, could probably do with a slightly deeper shade, but to be honest, this is about to run out and I need to repurchase it anyway, and it's not going to be a hard decision for me. I was talking about how I might repurchase a Makeup Revolution foundation. I would honestly rather spend the money on this NYX one. And my spot is slowly going, but it's still there. This foundation I would say is medium coverage, has a glow on its own without that primer, but with the primer it's just stunning. I've made quite a few of my sausages by this. Oh, that was way too much, and from what they've told me, most of them have very much liked it. I know Tia, I put it on Tia when I went to Ireland and her skin just looked beautiful. If you like a glow and not full coverage but with coverage, maybe you don't want sheer, this is the foundation for you. I love this foundation. I love this foundation so much. And then another hero product is my NYX cream contour kit. Love it. Also got the powder one that we'll use. I could never get rid of these. I just adore them. So I'm really quickly going to cream contour. We're also going to have to use like these as bronzers and stuff as well, because I don't actually have a NYX bronzer. I don't even know if I've got a NYX highlighter, but there is a highlight shade in here. So we're going to make it work and use mostly NYX, and whatever I do substitute will be drugstore. This is one of those contour kits that just blends like a dream over whatever base I put it on. I'm always happy with it. Would definitely recommend it. Everything that I'm going to use for this video I'm going to recommend, because I don't have a full face and I've only kept what I really love from the brand. I'm very quickly going to throw on a concealer. I use my Essence Camouflage. I've actually never tried this. this could be a disaster. I'd love to do a full face of Essence. I have zero from the brand really, apart from this concealer. So I can't really do a full face of Essence for quite a while. That concealer's done a really nice job. How beautiful is that base? Like, I know my contour's a bit strong, but it's because I'm going to go over the top with powder and stuff. So, like, that base is gorgeous, right? And that shade actually works really nice for me, shade Light. I just, oh, I love it so much. I'm very briefly going to powder. Excuse me. And then we will continue. I'm going to contour with the NYX contour kit. Can you imagine? That's my choice. I really like this shade. It's very cool toned, but not grey. I think this and the cream contour kit are very good quality. I think they're over £20 each, which is a lot. But I've had these since they launched and couldn't get rid of them. I thought about it on occasion because I had my Makeup Revolution ones. I was like, do I need both? But actually the Makeup Revolution ones are like discontinued, so it's a good job I kept these. I've had a million cream contour kits. Like, I've gotten rid of ABH ones to keep this because I don't like keeping too much makeup. You guys know this. I don't like having an excess of makeup. So if I'm getting rid of like really pretty high-end brands in order to keep these, I think it shows that I really do love them. Not that my opinion is the be-all and end-all, but on my channel it is. Kind of, isn't it? Again, it's one of those things with this brand, you're just like, wow, you are really expensive. And I don't really ever see many deals on them. I don't see them like Boots or that do like 3 for 2 on them very often. Yeah, some of these products are just, they're just really are worth it. And I think I'm going to try and use this shade here as my bronzer. I used to have a NYX bronzer, but I didn't love it and it was way too dark for me, so even in the lightest tone, so I just got rid of it. But at least this way I'm still just like using NYX. I wish I had a full face, but there's no way I'm going to go out and buy like 30 quid's worth of products just to have a full face of products that I'm not like going to really want or use again. I'd rather just be a bit more economical, use what I have and sing their praises. But yeah, NYX is one of those brands that just leaves a good taste in my mouth. I like it. I like the brand as a whole. I think most people do. And I don't feel like they've been in any like scandals. I don't feel like there's been any horror stories about the brand too much. I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me now that the owner is probably, Stalin's brother, but do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the brand doesn't really get a lot of bad press. Yeah, this shade here has a bit of sheen to it, so I'm going to use this as my highlighter. I don't think I've ever used this as my highlighter before. Wow, yeah, that's a highlighter, isn't it? White as well. Yeah, it's quite nice. Again, maybe a little bit pale from what I'm wanting today, but it works. Can you imagine if I then said I wasn't going to use my NYX blushes? Wait till you see how much I love my NYX Sweet Cheeks blushes. So much. I love these. I have, well, we're definitely going to use Silence is Golden, and then I'm going to want another peachy one. Let's use Summer Breeze, which is the glow version. I've got glow and matte. So yeah, we use Summer Breeze at more like the back of the cheeks, and then we'll like blend it out with Silence is Golden. These are gorgeous. They are, I would say, pretty inexpensive for a really good blush. These are £6 each. I quite often get mine on ASOS when they have like 10 to 20% off, so quite often they go down to like £4, like £4.50. Really worth picking them up, and they really last. Like, I use Silence is Golden all the time. Sure, majorly hit pan on one of them, but some of my sausages have sent me a few of these over the time, and it's just every time I get a new shade I'm just so excited. That's Summer Breeze, which I think looks a little bit daunting in the pan, but actually on the cheeks it's gorgeous, and it has a glow, so it's kind of gonna blend into that highlight, which actually, the more I'm looking at it, the more I quite like that highlight. And then I'll use the matte Silences Golden. And this is just really going to go with my eyes and the like yellowy mustard tones I brought in. A lot of people have like said to me almost I bought it and it just doesn't suit my skin tone, but a lot of people have come to me and said I bought it and I can't believe how much it's so easy to wear a yellow blush. And it is a really odd colour, isn't it? But I feel like there's just something really beautiful about it. If you put too much on, you are going to look like you've got jaundice. But yeah, these blushes are life to me. If all of my blushes disappeared and only my NYX Sweet Cheeks remained, I would be okay. I'd be devastated, but I'd be okay. Right. I'm going to go finish off my eyes and then we'll put a lip on. I don't have a NYX setting spray. I probably have had one at some point and I got rid of it. So I'll just, yeah, finish off the eyes, put a lash on, and then we'll choose a lip. I've got one in mind that I want to wear because I just love the formula, but I'll have a look in my drawer and see if we've got any like more fun colour options. But yeah, I don't think a yellow blush is going to be for everyone, and I know some people like do comment on my videos like, nah, it's not for me, but I love it and I feel like it really goes with the eyes as well. The NYX Suede lipsticks are some of my favourite. I love the formula. I have like a mauvey purple, it's absolutely stunning. Anyway, this one is in the shade Fetish, and I'm also using my NYX lip liner in Fetish. I actually didn't do that on purpose, but they do match perfectly, obviously. I really like the formula. I mean, I wouldn't wear it under a mask because it is too creamy and would move around too much, but it's gorgeous. I'll probably lighten up the centre a tiny bit with concealer, but yeah, I really like that lip combo. I think it's really, really pretty. Finishing off with some Ho Hoops. You know me. Okay, that's my full face-ish of NYX. A lot of it is NYX, let's be honest, and everything that I used I just adore. Get away. I really, really do, especially the foundation. I think is just wonderful. I haven't really set my face very much, so I do feel like it's sitting in my lines a wee bit, but usually I set my face like properly and that doesn't really happen, but be aware. It's just a beautiful foundation. That palette works really, really well. That glitter is so pretty. The eyeliners are good. The lipstick's a nice formula. I love the contour kits and the blushes. It's just a dream. I really love NYX as a brand. I just wish they were cheaper, but I mean, I wish everything in the world was cheaper, let's be honest. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this, and if you missed my previous ones, I've done Colourpop, Makeup Revolution, Shein and Maybelline, then I'll link them all down below. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below, tell me what your favourite products are from NYX or NYX. It's definitely NYX though, right? And subscribe if you haven't already, and I really hope that I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!